Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is September 23rd of 2025. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears the CIA headquarters located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland is going to stage horrific attacks, terror events, acts of war, natural disasters, political assassinations, or blood sacrifices on the date of September 24th of 2025. So for those of you that are unaware, September 24th of 2025 marks the second day of the Jewish holiday of Rosh Hashanah, to which blood sacrifices are routinely given and offered up. And the day of the Jewish holiday of Rosh Hashanah is the first of the high holy days or holidays in the Jewish religion, and it is described on Wikipedia as the days of awe, as in shock and awe, because the CIA is planning horrific attacks, natural disasters, terror events, and or World War III on this particular date. It is even written on Wikipedia that that Rosh Hashanah is celebrated with cheering and blasting, quote unquote. And so this is because these people are so sick that when people die and things are blown up and people are murdered, they celebrate. And blasting is indicative of explosives, because the CIA is planning a horrific day of terror on the date of September 24th of 2025. And you can mark it down, you can take it to the bank, because this is, the numerology is blinking absolutely red that the CIA is going to stage horrific events on this particular date. So really quick. First of all, the date of the 24th, the number 24 equates to the letter X, which is known internationally as a symbol of death, and that's not an accident. And so then when you take the date of September 24th, you have the month, the ninth month, September, equates to the letter I, and then you have the 24th equates to the letter X in the English alphabet. And this forms the 24, 924, I plus X, forms the Jewish Star of David. So what's happening is we have, symbolically, we have the Jewish Star of David that's found on the flag of Israel, and then we have a Jewish holiday overlapping, and so this is it's virtually certain that the CIA is going to stage horrific, earth-changing events, on DEFCON level events on this particular numerology. So because it is these blood sacrifices are offered up to these Jewish holidays, exactly what type of attacks are planned is obviously not known. But I'm going to list, because it is the Jewish Star of David and it has 6 points, I'm going to name the top 6 most likely events expected on the date of Wednesday, September 24th of 2025. Because the Israeli Mossad was responsible for the 9/11 attacks back on September 11th of 2001, we can expect 9/11 style attacks on the date of September 24th. I'm going to highlight one of the reports I just wrote, but basically these attacks, these expected 9/11 style attacks are going to be CBRN in nature. That's chemical, biological, radiological, or nuclear nature. Number 2, because the Israeli Mossad just assassinated Charlie Kirk in Orem, Utah, back on September 10th of 2025, we can expect political assassinations. So this may target Pope Leo XIV, Donald J. Trump, Russian President Vladimir Putin, the Dalai Lama, Javier Milei of Argentina, Xi Jinping of China. No head of state is safe on this particular numerology. So this may become a multitude of different ways. So first of all, they could obviously sniper one of these heads of state, and what's imperative to note here is that this impending political assassination on the date of September 24th is designed to be an Archduke Ferdinand type moment, which is designed to trigger a world war. So this may become via a sniper attack, This may come via a storming, like coup d'etat, special forces type of attack targeting a Capitol building or the official residence of a head of state, or it may come via a stealth bombing attack via basically a B-1 bomber or something to that effect. Number 3, the CIA is going to stage an act of war. So similar to the Israeli Air Force and Israeli Navy attack on the USS Liberty back in 1968, I believe, the CIA is going to stage an act of war on the date of September 24th, most likely scapegoated onto China, Iran, North Korea, Pakistan, Russia, or Turkey. They also may blame an Islamic terror group, but they're going to stage some sort of nation-state act of war. This could be a bombing, this could be a ship sinking, this could be a plane being blown out of the air, this could be an attack on an airliner, a cruise ship, a port, possibly targeting soft targets such as tourist locations, but some sort of act of war is expected on the date of September 24th. Number 4, which is what I call the Israeli Mossad, the CIA's bread and butter, which is basically staging Islamic terror attacks. So this is going to be an attack executed by the Israeli Mossad or the Israeli IDF or Shin Bet, and it's going to be subsequently blamed on some sort of Islamic terror group. This is Al-Qaeda, Hamas, Hezbollah, ISIS, the Muslim Brotherhood, the Taliban, etc. So in this particular case, we can expect the Israeli Mossad to put on black masks and to go out and murder innocent civilians on this particular date, and that is why all these terror groups fly a black flag, because these are black operations by the Israeli Mossad. And so we can expect 9/11 style attacks, we can expect mass shootings, bombings, suicide bombings, truck bombings, car bombings, massacres, hostage crises, basically everything that the Israeli Mossad is good at. Number 5, we can expect a full-scale invasion of one or more countries. So as I published just recently, numerous reports about a full-scale war between NATO and Russia. So the CIA is going to move troops. We just had the Zapad 2025, 150,000 troops in Belarus with Russia and Belarus. And then on the NATO side, they've been staging military exercises in Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, Germany, and Poland. So we have all these troops lined up on this border, and the CIA is going to stage some sort of an incursion, which is what all these drone incursions and MiG incursions into Europe have been all about. So some sort of full-scale invasion. And so this impending war, this World War III that's expected to start on the date of September 24th, is a blood sacrifice. It's an offering of the goy, the human blood of these nations offered up to Israel and this Jewish holiday. Last but not least, number 6 is the celebrity blood sacrifices. So we know that they're routinely killing the best and the brightest of us all, as evidenced by Charlie Kirk assassination, Kobe Bryant assassination, and the 27 Club. The list is long, but the short of it is Tom Brady, Conor McGregor, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Taylor Swift, Kim Kardashian, Michael Jordan, Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo. You can add Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, basically anybody, because what happens is when these celebrities are sacrifices, people mourn because they love them, whether they're athletes or musicians or movie stars, they love them, and so some sort of celebrity blood sacrifice is expected on this particular numerology. So really quick, I'm just going to highlight the reports that I've published for the date of the 24th, and then, of course, in the aftermath of these reports, it's highly likely that the CIA would change or postpone these impending attacks. But some sort of made-for-TV impact event. I just made a video, T-minus the September 24th, 2025 impact event. Game theory, they're planning on staging a nuclear missile exchange between China and India. They're planning on staging a NATO-based Storm Shadow missile strike targeting Russian President Vladimir Putin, specifically to trigger the mutually assured destruction scenario. They're planning a Chinese attack and invasion of U.S. military bases in Kuwait. They are planning a Chinese base attack. I messed up, but it's an Iranian Hamas Hezbollah Islamic attack targeting a concert in New York. One of them is planned for tonight, which is a full-scale attack by Charlie Kirk supporters targeting Jimmy Kimmel's show, which is coincidentally back on the air. And the one that I was talking about earlier, this is the big one, is Operation Bear Right, which is a Russian Federation-backed Azerbaijani, Kazakhstani, Kyrgyzstani, Tajikistani, Turkmenistani, or Uzbekistani born 9/11 style nuclear terror attacks targeting multiple locations in the United States and Europe and Canada. So that's just a few of them. I've also identified a plot for a Russian-backed Venezuelan-based attack targeting American gas and oil facilities in Houston, Texas, designed to trigger an apocalyptic inferno in the Gulf of America. So just to recap, the CIA is planning horrific events, likely featuring the assassination of U.S. President Donald J. Trump. This may be an attack on the White House, but the Israeli forces, terrorist forces that have been plaguing the world since their inception in 1948, are going to be activated by Switzerland and her CIA. Which is the first Jewish state, Switzerland. You can read my report, 9/11truther.org. Basically, the CIA is going to capitalize on this numerology, this Jewish holiday of which blood sacrifices are routinely offered up to, and they're going to stage horrific events around the world. Like I said, this could be a natural disaster. This could be earthquakes, tornadoes, floods, etc., but most likely an asteroid strike, or an act of war, a 9/11 style attack, or invasion, or some sort of celebrity blood sacrifice or political assassination is expected on the 9/24 numerology, which forms the Star of David. So obviously, if the CIA stages any of the aforementioned events, I kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets. Peace.